Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Zhin today, but not just any regular old Zhin. We're going to be doing Max Whirl Zhin, or Spinny Zinny, whatever you want to call it. I've actually been meaning to do this video now for a couple of months. I'm sure a couple of you already knew it was coming because I've been playing it a lot just kind of in my own time. I'm pretty much finished with the loadout now. I think this is pretty much as close to perfect as I'm going to get it. So I'm finally giving it another proper attempt at a video because I tried to do it once and I think I ended up scrapping it. That was a couple months ago, but this loadout is significantly better and it also works surprisingly well, although it is quite team dependent. I'm going to go through the setup and then we'll go ahead and jump into some matches. Probably going to be sticking to Onslaught for this because that's where it really works the best. We have Wildfire, of course, which reduces the cooldown of the F by 2.5 seconds for every enemy it hits, but it also should clarify here because it also triggers on shields and deployables. Like if you hit a barrack turret, it will still give you a 2.5 seconds cooldown reduction, or if you hit his shield or an ash shield or anything like that, it will actually trigger the card. And that's actually a big reason as to why this works so well, because if they changed it so it was just on enemies, I imagine it would be significantly less strong, and that's what I'd actually suppose they nerf if they want to change it. But yeah, then we have Hideout, which I've only got level 1. You could put this a higher level, but I just don't really use the Q all that much when I'm running with this setup. We've got Infamy for an extra 100 health. Blade Dancer level 5, which I'd highly recommend just maxing out because it increases the distance of your F massively, and without it, it can be kind of difficult to trigger Wildfire. Then finally, we also have a little bit of Kindling for ammo gen after we use the F, and obviously since we're spamming it, we can easily, not have to reload if we do it properly. For talent, I'll be either going for Yomi or Guillotine. Neither of them massively play into what we're going for, so it'll just depend on if they have a bunch of tanks or if I just want that extra 150. For items, which I don't usually clarify in the intro to a video, we're going to be grabbing Chronos and then probably Cauterize. Chronos is really important with this because if you don't get it, it doesn't really let you do the combo as well because it's 7 seconds, so unless you're hitting 3 people, it won't give you the full reset unless you have max Chronos. Basically just trying to clarify that Chronos is really important, so is the leveling for the setup, because if you don't have it set right, you can easily have this be really janky, but we'll just go ahead and queue for an Onslaught. Also just now kind of realizing that I've done my hair differently for today's video. I don't usually have my hair the same way all the time, but when I record, I do my hair like a specific way so I don't have to really worry about how I look too much. But now I've done it like this, I feel like I've kind of lost an arm because I'm seeing myself in my viewfinder and it's really weird seeing no hair on this side of my head. Even though it's there, it's just kind of behind my ear. You know how it works. Why am I even putting this in the video? Alright, anyway, for game 1, we got Onslaught Fullman's Rise. Shoutouts to Raw PC Man, pretty sure I played with him, and shoutouts also to Droony. We got a BK, a Grover, and an Inara. Those two guys on Inara and Grover. We have a Strix as our last pick, then we're up against a Drogos, a Grok, a Ying, a Khan, and a Tiberius. I don't know exactly how this works with Khan Shield because of how close it is to him, but it should trigger on Ying Decoy, and it should also trigger on Grok's Totems. We'll go ahead and grab Guillotine for this one, and the setup, I've already gone through it. We'll go ahead and start off with Chronos, even though I really should grab Cauterize here. I'm going to stop Chronos first. We've got Treacherous Ground, which should help quite a bit. Crack Shot, Deep Roots is going to be also kind of helpful. Accelerant should as well. That's a bunch of CC there. Thanks, team. We're up against Tycon's Fury, Vortex Grip, Resonance, Spirit's Domain, and Combustible. I guess I'll just go ahead and run to the right. I've not really been paying too much attention to the chat, but I'll try and go over it at the end of the match. Let's just go straight to the middle and I guess try and spin around a little bit. There's a slash. There is a spin. He is already really low. There's another one on him. Actually timed that pretty well. There goes the Grok. Let's get some hits on the Khan or the Tiberius up there. That was a double. There's the spin. That nearly gave us the full reset, but we don't have Chronos going yet. There is another one. Okay, I'm dead. Hello, Tiberius. I don't really know what you're doing here, but yeah, it did seem like just there it was actually triggering on the Khan shield, which is kind of interesting. I'm actually off for the map. Fair enough. I can't even really complain, but Bumpkin got a triple and did kill the Khan, so honestly that's a fair trade. What I was trying to say is that it does actually seem like it triggers on the Khan shield, which is I guess kind of good to know. I'm just throwing up some more slashes up there for him. There is the counter. No one want to fire into that? Okay, I'm getting kind of battered. It's Drogo's blasting a little bit. There's a spin. There's another one. There's one more. Never mind, I didn't get enough reset. Get another spin. There we go. They're both actually gone. Well done, Grover. I feel like I barely did anything there. Let's see if we can do it again here in the middle. There's the double spin. There's another one. It does look kind of crazy. I imagine on video this might look really bad, but in person it isn't too hard to keep track of what's going on. If we can get rid of this Tiberius though, there's a spin. We got the reset. There's another one. We did get a reset again. There's another one. There's the counter. Until I have max Chronos, it will be a little bit janky because that 30% cooldown reduction does play a pretty big part into it. He is dead. He was trying to ult there on like no health. Let's spin over and go for the ult on Khan because we have got freaking Guillotine, so I really should be trying to use it as much as possible. I have like 1600 credits, which I'd like to spend, but let's just spin in here a little bit. There we go. Okay, I really am just kind of spamming it as much as I can. That's a free double. It is a little bit hectic, but it does give us a chance to go ahead and finish off our Chronos. Was Bomb King just in his queue? That was weird. I guess I should also go ahead and get double Cauterize, but now we have max Chronos going. We should actually be able to do the combo because without it, it can be kind of rough. You can still spin around, you just don't have that 0-second cooldown on it where you're just constantly doing it. There is the counter. I guess I might as well go ahead and ult the Khan for a free kill. The perspective on that for some reason still gets morphed. We'll go ahead and use Q and wiggle away. Hello, Tiberius. I don't know really what I'm doing. I feel like I should have killed you there. Bit of a messy one so far, but there's a spin, there's another spin. As long as you're hitting 2 people with this, you should be able to just kind of do it infinitely, which is really what you want to be doing. There is another another one. I don't think it does trigger on Grok's Totem, so I guess it might just trigger on some deployables. I'm off the map again. I'm on 300 health, so I probably would have died anyway, but yeah, I did say at the start that it does trigger on deployables. It was definitely triggering on barracks turrets, but I guess it doesn't trigger on the Grok Totem. It seems like it was triggering on the Ying decoys as well, but I can't really say that for sure. There is the Q. Hello, Ying. There is a spin. There is not another one. How did that not give me the full reset? I feel like I hit both of them there. That was weird. I imagine this would work fine in like a more try-hard siege or something, but obviously I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It is a lot of fun though, even if it is a little bit more crazy than some of the other ones we've done on the channel. I'm dead. There goes Tiberius. So they're all kind of low. I imagine the team should be able to get rid of them. You can definitely expect to get a couple more deaths going for a setup like this, because you do have to be very close to the enemy for pretty much the entire thing. Hello, Drogos. You're just dropping down on no health. Let's spin over here because of the momentum carry. It is kind of ridiculous. There goes Tiberius. I'm going to go ahead and pop the Q and pull over here a little bit. Thank you, Grover, for the heal. There's the counter. We'll spin through. Yeah, it does give me the full reset if he does have his shield up, so I guess that counts as hitting 2 people. That's kind of weird. There is another spin. Pull up the counter, spin through him. For some reason that didn't work the first time. Spin, pop the Q, dodge the Drogos ult. Nice. I don't know why I'm taking this so chill when I'm kind of playing like a madman. There is the counter. It's on a couple seconds cooldown here, and the animations are being a bit weird. I'm dead to Tiberius. Grover went for the ult. A little bit too late to save me, but surprisingly, we're basically on the exact same score. 328 to 328 it seems. Should I drop down and spin around a little bit? Yeah, sure. There's a spin. Didn't get the full reset on that one for some reason. He's actually going to hit me with the grab. I'm dead. Let's go for the ult on the Khan. Yeah, sure. I kind of just ulted downwards. I don't do that very often with Zhin. Let's get rid of this Tiberius. He's flipping into a wall a little bit. It's kind of hard to keep track of him, but he is gone. We get the 2 ammo gens. Let's get rid of this Ying as well. She's on no health, but I'm actually having to reload. There we go. She's still gone. Drogos is up the tops. Let's go on to him. There we go. He hit right into my counter because we kind of surprised him. We are a little bit behind, but we can definitely still win this. I'm just going to stay up here so I can fire down onto the Khan. He's dashing. Should I drop down, do some spins? Okay, never mind. He's already gone. Let's get rid of the Grok as well if we can. Well done, team. There's the counter. I'm spamming the Q, but the lockout got me killed. 395 to 381. Definitely is looking like a loss, but it's really close. Either way, I'm not too bothered. There is the defeat. Fair enough. I think they do deserve the win because they played the objective more than us. I feel like overall I did pretty mediocre and didn't really show off Worlds in all that well, but hopefully we have a better map for game 2 because that one definitely was a little bit janky. And there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Overall, I actually think I did better than I expected there. 11-13 is pretty rough, but 116k damage is definitely nothing to complain about there. With Drogos was pretty close, but other than that, we did have a pretty big lead. As for the rest of them, Anara did pretty decent. BK definitely struggled quite a bit. Strix did, I guess, fine. Grover did a good job. Then there Tiberius did, I guess, a little bit under average. Ying did fine, although she has way more damage than I'd have expected there. Grok also doesn't have as much as I would have thought he would have had. Weird sense. And then Khan, I guess, also has a bit of an average stat. And surprisingly, Drogos is the guy who did the best, even though he didn't really feel like he was doing too much there. Bit of a weird stats page, but I did learn a couple things in that match. Number one is that if Khan has his shield up, it will actually trigger it as if you've hit 2 people, which is really nice to know. And it doesn't seem like it triggered on Grok's totems, but it triggers on barrack turrets, and it seemed like it was triggering on the decoys as well. So for whatever reason, it seems like it's kind of picky on what it'll trigger on, but it doesn't seem like it cares how close things are to each other, because when we were doing it through the Khan, it was giving me the double, but we've got Onslaught Match Rates Archives, which is a good map for this. For the team, we've got Anara, IO, Grover, and Tiberius. We have Drunia and Raw PC Man from the last one, and we're up against Tyra, Drogos again, a Zhin, who's going to be kind of interesting, Strix, and then an IO. I'm going to go ahead and grab Yomi for this one, and then, of course, the exact same setup. It will really just depend on how much they're sticking to the objective, but considering they have an IO, I imagine not very much. For talents, we've got Treacherous Ground, Deep Roots again, Predatory Instincts, Goddess's Blessing, Lifelink, Unauthorized Use, Combustible, Mercy-Kill, and Yomi. So nothing that counters us there. There aren't really too many things that counter this setup other than, I guess, like cripples. I think that Strix sees me. Let's spin over onto the IO. She's gone. I tried to pull up a counter there. I don't know if I did hit the Strix, but either way, we got rid of the healer, I guess. What I was trying to say, though, is that there's not too many things that counter this other than things that, like, just completely limit your movement, and I guess flying characters as well. Hello, Strix. I'm just going to spin over to this side and surprise him on the left, I guess. Yeah, I'm dead to Drogos. I guess the IO killed him, but I definitely could have made that play better. Anara's kind of going in on the IO. I guess I'll finish her off. Sure. For some reason, my voice is already going. I barely, like, talked at all today, and I think my voice has just had enough. There is the Billow. Jesus Christ, I'm definitely dead. Maybe we can spin through and get to the other side. Yeah, I guess. Hello, Drogos. You are gone. Let's spin over here. Oh, my God. Momentum carry on stairs is a little bit iffy. Hello, IO. There is a counter. I guess you're just not going to fire into me. To be honest, this is kind of an awkward situation for it, but we did just get the reset because we hit IO and the Luna. There we go. That is the count. I didn't even know where the hell he was. I'm just going to try and spin away. I do have my ult up, but I guess we're kind of safe. Seems like he went back towards the middle. We do have the ult up. Let's go ahead and hit the Strix. Yeah, sure. Is that going to be enough to kill him? It is. I don't know where I'm being hit from. There is the Billow. Let's go ahead and spin in this direction. The extra distance on that spin is really useful for escapes. Not really getting much of a chance to use it for the reset, but that is Anara going for the ult. There's a counter for the Tyra, I guess. Let's go ahead and use the Billow so we can go straight through it. Finish her off. She is gone. Nice. Actually kind of used my dash there as like a clutch play, or my invis, I mean. My Billow. I'm dead to the Tyra. That was really weird. It's like the camera didn't catch up with me there. We'll go ahead and finish off our Chronos, but yeah, definitely not a great situation for it because they're not really grouped or playing the objective at all, so I'm not really having a chance to hit multiple of them. I feel like I worded that sentence kind of badly, but there's the counter, there's the spin, there's the Billow. Jesus Christ, there's another spin. Get the momentum, carry it over here. Hello, Tyra, you are out. The amount of movement you get with this is mad. Hello, IO and Strix. There's my counter. Neither of you fired into that, or you did. It was just a little bit late. There's another spin. Jesus Christ, it does give us the reset even though we killed her. Get rid of this Strix. There we go, killed him in a corner. That was mean. I just took both of them on my own and didn't take a single bit of damage. Nice. Hello, Zhin. There's a counter for the IO, I guess. We'll go ahead and spin through. We'll spin again. There we go. Let's go ahead and ult the Zhin. Yeah, sure. Oh, that was awkward, but he's dead, I guess. We'll spin back towards the middle. I'm getting a couple plays that show it off, but definitely nowhere near as much as if we were going up against like a double tank setup or just even a single tank setup, to be honest, on Onslaught if they were playing the objective. He is going in on me a little bit here. There's the Yomi hit, and then we'll try and Willow away, not Billow. F. Somehow I actually managed to escape there. I thought they would have at least tried to chase me a little bit, but let's get rid of this Tyra. She is out. Hello, IO. What's popping? You're kind of on your own. There's the spin. She is out. I'm not really sure what she was going for there. Hello, Zhin. There is the spin. I think Grover was trying to ult, but he was a little bit too slow. Spin through, finish off the Zhin. There is the counter, and my attempted Billow. A little bit too slow, though, because the lockout timer on it. Guess I'll go ahead and get some Haven and some Blast Shields. Sure, I could get Cauterize, but I don't really feel like I need it, because the IO isn't really healing for very much. Hello, Zhin. There is a tap and a spin. Strix is just here. There's the counter. There's the spin. I didn't get the double reset because I didn't hit it on the second person. I am probably dead here. I'm going to try and spin upwards and spin back over here. Jesus Christ, I freaking can't fit through the door. I'm dead. At least we're winning this one by quite a bit, but man, I don't feel like I'm doing a great job of showing it off. There is a bunch of spins. I say I'm not doing a great job of showing it off, and then I get like a really easy double because of the spin reset. It is definitely, you know, working for me, but it just isn't, you know, doing as much as it would if we were up against like a tank team. Only about 20 points off. Let's go in on this Strix. There we go. He is gone. Go ahead and drop into the queue. Don't know where anybody else is other than the Tyra who's there in the middle. Hello, IO and Luna. There is a bunch of spins. She's going for the ult, which I guess I can't counter. That's interesting. She is still dead though. ... reported. I don't know who she's even talking to, but there is the victory. Well done, team. We'll do game 3. I'm going to finish it off with another one, even though I don't usually do triple onslaught. We'll do triple onslaught for this. I guess she was saying reported to our healers, which is really weird because she had 19k and 48k, which definitely isn't bad. Shoutouts to I Just Wrecked You. Yep, sure. That was the Tyra, but we'll go through stats top to bottom. Tiberius had a bit of a tough time there. Definitely could have done a little bit better. Grover did a great job. Feel like we did pretty good though. 19,755k. Great stat. I'd say Inara did pretty much average for that match. IO did a little bit under. There, IO did pretty average for that game. Same with the Zhin. Tyra did quite a bit above average, 14,1072k. She was definitely the most annoying there alongside the Drogos. And I guess the Strix also did pretty average, but we'll go ahead and requeue and we'll do one more to finish it off. I usually don't do longer videos, mainly because my voice doesn't really hold up most of the time, but today I feel okay, so I'm going to do a game 3. You guys also seem to usually prefer the shorter stuff, but if you want to see me do longer videos, let me know by dropping a like on the video and tell me in the comments, because not only does it help the video out, but it also kind of directly tells me. It's a good way for me to gauge stuff. Alright, well, for game 3, we got another Onslaught Mad States Archives. Pretty decent map for this, like I said. We've got an Eevee, which seems like we're also going to have a Maeve and a Victor, and then I guess a Ying. We're just waiting on him to lock in. There we go. And for their side, we're up against a Nanara, a Tyra, a Koka, a Damba, and an Eevee. So another team that isn't particularly good to go up against, but Nanara is, I guess, a bit of a good source of reset. But I think I will revisit this sometime soon, where we can hopefully go up against teams that get kind of countered a little bit by what we're going for, if that makes sense. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and grab Guillotine. We've got Wormhole, we've got Street Justice, we've got Life Exchange, Over the Moon, Spirit's Chosen, Mercy Kill, Adrenaline Junkie, and then we've got Burst Mode, and then luckily it seems she is going for Mother's Grace, so we don't have to worry about that route. We'll just go ahead and I guess go for a bit of a flank. She's the only one there, so I feel like I should go up here instead. Tyra also could have gone for Burn Monster, something that I didn't even consider. There is the Q. Let's just see if we can get rid of this Damba. Spin through kind of awkwardly. Hello, Inara. There is the counter. Jesus Christ, the slow on that, and the animation is really weird. We do get the reset off of her thing though, which is great. See that movement? That was just mad. Like I think I've said a couple times throughout the course of this video, this is an incredibly fun setup to actually play with. There is the counter. I'm just kind of hitting this Inara as best as I can. We'll spin through. There is the Billow. I'm 100% dead here because I have no health, but maybe we can get away. I was on 1 second cooldown there from actually being able to kind of move. If only we had more Chronos. Sadly, we are like 100 points behind right now. We'll go ahead and pop the F again. That didn't give me the full reset. I do have the ult. Let's go ahead and hit her. There we go. Bunch of extra damage. Jesus Christ. Let's also get rid of the Damba if we can. There's the double. Should I chase this Koga? He's on no health, but so am I. Should I see if I can meet him on this side? Is that a good idea? Okay, he hasn't seen me, luckily, because I was just healing up. Hello, Eevee. There's the counter. You just hit into that for some reason. I imagine you're dead here. If nobody comes to help you, you should be gone. There we go. Damba was just a little bit behind. Pull up the counter. Nobody fired into that. We'll just spin through the Inara. We'll go ahead and spin straight through. Whenever she places that F down, it actually gives us more movement because I can get reset on my F. Let's dash through here. Hello, Koga. There is the counter. There is the Q. Get around this corner. Go ahead and spin through him. I am off the map. Okay, momentum carry just completely bodied me. Hello, Inara. There's the spin. We'll go ahead and hit him with another one. One more. Yeah, sure. We'll do another one again. Yeah, I can just repeatedly do this now. That's ridiculous. I am eventually going to die, but we got like 4 spins. Hello, Tyra. Going to go ahead and ult her. She's ulting and chasing me. What a goddamn counter. She is out. I probably should have used that on the Inara, but whatever. I kind of saved my life with it. Let's roll through her. There we go. Get some more slashes and get another roll. She's out. Well done, team. There is the Q. I'm 100% dead. There's the counter. Let's just go straight through him. Nah, I'm on 120 health. I'm out. Doesn't seem like we're really even able to touch the objective right now, which kind of sucks. Let's just go spin through. Oh, what a play. I'm actually alive. I used the counter really well there as well. We're actually back in spawn. I feel like I'm actually not doing too bad so far. We're really just not able to touch the objective at all. There's an ult for the Inara. We'll go ahead and spin through the Koga who's dashing up. We'll spin over this side. Hello, enemy team. There is a counter that you didn't even hit into, but you did throw your fire on the floor, but go ahead and spin through. There we go. Get another one. Get one more. As long as we hit 2 of them, we do get the full reset. I thought it was off cooldown. I was just spamming my F like an idiot. There is the Q. Did he see where I went? I think he might have done. Oh yeah, he definitely did. There is the counter. We'll spin over this side. I'm still alive. There's the counter. There's the spin. There's the billow. 60 goddamn health. We'll go ahead and get some more morale boost and regen our health in spawn. Never mind. There we go. There is the defeat. Well deserved. They played the objective a ton. We barely touched it at all that entire match, but I don't feel like I was the reason we lost. Overall, I think I did okay. But yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 3. Victor did fine. Evie had a bit of a tough time. Maeve had a very tough time. 213, 18k is very rough. Ying, I guess, did alright. I feel like we did fine. 75, 60k. I honestly can't really complain with how we've done in any of the matches today, but sadly, like I said, none of them have really been great situations. For this, it's kind of similar to the term video recently, where none of them were really great games. They were okay, and I think it's kind of the same with this one. All of the matches were fine for what we were going for. We didn't get countered as much as we could have, like with a burn monster or with like a treacherous ground, but sadly, out of all 3 of the games, we didn't have a single one where we got really easy free reset. Like I had a bunch, of course, before I goddamn started to record the video. But yeah, again, like I said, maybe I'll revisit this sometime in the near future. Let me know by sharing some love on the video, because this is really, really fun. I feel like even though I did an okay/decent job of showing it off, I could have definitely had better games today. As for the stats on their side though, Koga did fine, Evie did fine, Inara stuck to the objective a ton, definitely a big reason as to why they won that. Tyra did really well, 17 for 43k, and their Damba also did a great job. Overall, they just had a way better team than us there, but yeah, that was Spin Zin /Whirly Zin /Spinny Zinny, whatever the hell you want to call it. I don't know. It's lots of fun. I'd highly recommend it. Definitely not in the try-hard situations, but in casual, especially Onslaught, it works very, very well. It does only deal 400 damage, so definitely keep in mind that you're not really going to be getting any crazy damage numbers with this unless you've got a really good team that you're up against with it and you can just spam it like mental. But as you kind of saw today, even though we weren't getting it reset a ton, we were getting a ton of extra movement because of it. We were surviving in some situations we usually wouldn't because of the extra movement. We were getting a tiny bit of extra damage, and we were also throwing off the enemy team quite a bit. Of course, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys all very, very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next, and as always, stay frosty.